Hello everybody, so it's been a while since I've done an everyday vlog. I was gonna go on camera, but today has been a crazy morning. It started out crazy. So, when I get a chance and when I can get on cam, I'm gonna tell you my story dealing with lawn people. You know, lawn guys that are supposed to come and cut your lawn, whether it's a business or individual. An independent individual. They are still so annoying. I've had nothing but issues. And it's not just me. Other people complain about that too. I don't know if it's just down here in Alabama or if it's everywhere. They're inconsiderate, they're greedy, they're lazy, they're disrespectful, and they don't show up when they're supposed to. So I'm very aggravated. We had yet another appointment with some unreliable lawn guy who was supposed to come here at 10 and never showed up. And then we ended up calling them an hour later and said, oh, I had another thing, I'll be there at 2. I wanted to cancel and just say, you know, a big F you to them. But we really need our lawn done. My husband's disabled, and I have a bad back, a bad knee, and, you know, we don't really have equipment. If we had it, we would probably cut our own lawn. But we need a riding lawn mower. A push mower ain't gonna do it for the back. As most of you know, we have about 1.5 acres. So see all that lawn? And the sides of the house are dirt, basically. Because of all the trees and the blocking of the sunlight and the leaves that fall, the grass doesn't grow that well. So anyway, we did the front. It looks a lot cleaner. I haven't had a chance. I still have my 4th of July stuff up. I haven't had a chance to even put my Halloween decorations up outside, which I'm mad because I'm usually the first one ever. I usually do it like the middle of September. But we were waiting for a lawn guy, and the first one crapped out on us, and then another one, and it's been a story. So like I said, I'll tell you all about that story another time. So this place was covered in leaves and whatnot, and my husband, we were desperate, so we bought a very light, easy to use weed whacker from our neighbor across the street. She bought it because she's disabled, but she needed something. She's a single woman living there, and you know, she has to do her lawn. And she bought it because it was easy for her to do her lawn. So we bought it for her, and this would be light enough for either my husband or myself to use. So my husband weed whacked the center area because basically it's more weeds than lawn, but it does need a lawn cutting. And then I used the leaf blower in the back and in the front. And then after working, I had to have my husband finish. I was in a lot of pain. And my husband was in a lot of pain, and really the yard would be simple. If someone had a 0-turn lawn thing, they could have done the backyard really quick. Most of the weed whacking was done in the front, so very little, and then blow everything, and that's it. But unfortunately, like I said, that's a story for another day. So it's really sunny out. A fountain going in. Magic's Lane over there. So what happened to me this morning is a story and a half. So of course we woke up early because I wanted to give Magic his breakfast before the guy that was supposed to come at 10 o'clock, just in case he came early, which never happens. But I wanted to be up and about and get most of the stuff done and feed Magic because when anyone comes here, he gets scared. So in case the guy was early and he wanted to do the lawn, then he would have done the lawn and it would have scared Magic away until he was finished. So I wanted to make sure Magic had his breakfast. Oh, look at our spooky background. We put different backgrounds on the TV. We don't have cable. We use internet TV. It's free and or streaming, and it beats cable, by the way. Oh, here's a new addition. I'll get back to it. That's our new furry edition. which Salem loves and kicks all over the place. And the second day we had it, he puked on it. So, but it's machine washable, so. All right, so there's Rudy. So to the story. So this morning I woke up early. Now what I usually do is I feed Magic, which he was eating. I have the boys' dishes soaking in the sink, and I go out and I put a fresh bowl of water, a fresh clean bowl with ice and water. So then I bring that one in and I wash it. So I went out here today and I'm going to show you. Right up there was some animal. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a bird at first because birds like to sit right over there, sometimes one, sometimes two, and coddle at night. Well, it scared the crap out of me because as I'm putting the water here, and I like jumped and the water went flying out of the bowl, and I'm looking at it thinking it's a poor bird, and I noticed it was a mouse. It was a pretty fat mouse. It could have been a rat, but I believe it was a mouse. Because, like, you see all that? We live in the woods, basically. That's all woods, okay? And it goes for a while. And then we've got trees all around us, as you can see. So, basically, we live in the woods. All of that's woods, goes all the way down. And we're at a dead end, and it's heavy. So anyway, what happened was I spilled all the water. Are you boys wanting lunch? And the thing was screeching. Now, I'm not afraid of mice and I'm not afraid of rats. I've pet them before. I'm not afraid. But it's a wild mouse and I didn't want it to bite me. And I know if I went to help it, it would bite me. So I'm thinking the poor tail or leg is stuck in the door. But now if I opened it really wide, it might come in the house. And then that's a whole other story. But I couldn't leave it there. I didn't know what to do. So I was screaming for my husband. My husband came. He's like, what? I'm like, there's a mouse. And he heard the screeching. Salem and Rudy were running around like crazy. I'm outside saying, help it. So my husband took something and then kind of wedged its tail and foot out of there. And it was screeching and I felt so bad. But then it finally hung out for a minute and then jumped down and then took off running. So apparently it wasn't too hurt. But I don't kill mice. I mean, I don't know. I know Magic does. Because sometimes we find them. And he kills everything else, like moles and birds and squirrels. And this, what are you doing to my curtain? What are you doing to my curtain, young man? Salem? What are you doing? No, hey! No! Young man. Hey, you feisty little monster. What's in with your brother? What's got into you? Hey, Salem. What are you doing to my curtains? You know, they're expensive. What are you doing to my curtains? Ooh, he's a little terror this morning. Hey, don't let me get the water bottle out. What's with you, you little monster? Oh, he's a brat today. You're feisty. You're feisty, aren't you? I don't know what got into him. So anyway, so that was my debacle. So that was my thing in the morning. I wasn't even fully awake yet, and I had to deal with that. Oh, we haven't put the 3D panels on yet because there's a paint shortage, and they haven't gotten that paint in. So we can't even finish it, but at least we got the fireplace in and the TV in and we get to enjoy it, but we want those 3D panels that we only half painted. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you my little story there. I'm sorry I'm out of breath. It's just been a morning. Then I threw laundry in on my expensive washing machine that we spent a lot of money getting when we first moved here because we wanted to make sure we got the best. Both of us never had really good appliances when we were married before and had a house. We wanted to make sure we had all new appliances, which we did when we moved in. And so it's not the dryer, it's the washer. The washer is computerized. And the problem with that is it's supposed to take large capacity, and it has. I've washed many mattresses in there. But this is the problem. When you have like towels and stuff, I put it on heavy and bulky, and guess what it does? The sensor just keeps saying it's unbalanced, and the bucket keeps going boom, boom, boom. There's no agitator. It's supposed to be self-adjusting, but it doesn't because it's computerized, and it just reads unbalanced when it's not. So I have to stand there, pause it for a minute, pick up the dripping wet stuff, sort it out, and I must have done that 8 times today. Then I had to take half the load out, put it in a bucket because it was wet, finish washing one, put that in the dryer, finish washing the second one, put that in the dryer, then the third one. I'm telling you, between dealing with the mouse in the morning, the lawn guy, my washing machine, I'm about to scream already, and it's not even noon yet. So that's my story. And I think he wants to finish his lunch. Here's magic. So I'm gonna go feed this guy lunch.